wonderful adaptation.
Yeah, and every single one of them has a place where it fits. This one I did off of the sharp end. So the sharp end gave me the little top of the hat,
Oh, yeah.
kind of
Oh, that's
square and
very
flat.
cute. Now, Nancy, is that one of your homemade felt ones? That one you
This
just
one
showed
is.
us?
That one's a homemade felt.
Oh, that's lovely.
cute.
Wow.
That's
Nancy, our
But the first
overachiever, made the felt
homemade
to
felt
make
was
the hat.
really thick, so it's
Yeah.
hard to get the
Yeah.
wool thin. Really hard. So this one's Ada cloth. That one's just Ada cloth
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
and
cute.
hot Mod Podge.
Okay.
So I got these two this far, and Lucia's gonna decorate this one, and I'm gonna work on this one. So
Okay.
one of each of the
That's
directions.
perfect. Nice.
And I couldn't find a regular cork, but I found this thing. And it turned out to work really well because I could hold on to it.
That's a champagne cork?
And it's one of these that you can put into a bottle once it's been opened. And I don't even know where I got them. I carved the top the way you
Okay.
cork, but
Yeah, the trick is that it just has to be 3/4 of an inch across
Yeah.
for 1-inch scale.
right.
Okay. So I guess one thing that I just wanted to show is some tricks. It looks like you guys are well on your way there. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get other scissors. When I kind of ran out of time today. I had all these people over.
It was fun.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit behind, but on the Ada cloth hat, I cut out the wide brim and I'm trimming the inside edge of it just a tiny bit. And then the idea with that is I glued, let me show you here. So I use my pattern, and you notice there's 4 patterns, and that's just because I can't waste paper. So your printer printed 4 patterns. And so then I glued it together where the dotted line is, and that gives the hat a little more contour. And then when you trim out the interior, just like a hair, you put it over your form, and notice how it's a little ruffly, and you can bend it up or down, or just leave it kind of ruffly.
So are you talking about the Aida cloth now?
This is the Ada cloth, but it also does the same thing with felt.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that we we cut the brim or the high part out.
No.
And then
So this is the crown. The top is the crown.
right.
I don't want, okay. And then the brim. And, oh yes, so this looks like a donut.
I didn't realize that either. I thought we had to leave it all together.
There's 2 ways
Well,
to do it.
Okay,
And
this
one
is,
Yeah, this is one,
Go
and the
ahead.
other one is all solid. This was done on the form without 2 separate pieces.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, and that one.
so yeah, the cork, I put the felt on, and with the cork, it doesn't work as well with Ada cloth.
Right.
The ball form, you bring it way down and put the rubber band around it, and then that one does work well with both felt and Ada cloth.
Hi, BJ.
So is this enough of a lump for the Aida cloth?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll cut that out and then I'll cut the brim. What do you do to keep it from fraying so much?
It doesn't really fray. And then
Okay.
once
The directions
you
tell
put
you
it
I
on,
used I used linen for mine, and I put a little fingernail polish on it, following Karen's suggestion,
Oh, okay.
I
right
use
around the
Kim's
edge,
spray.
and then I trimmed it.
Mhm.
so you could also use, in addition to fingernail polish, you can use, what is that?
Hairspray.
Spray check, but
Spray,
spray
yeah,
check is
spray
nasty.
tech.
Starch.
But our professionals here like the fingernail polish. But once you get the brim on, then you're going to put some tacky glue carefully around the edges anyway.
Mhm.
So you'll just put the tacky glue there. And then once that dries, then you can take it off the form. You'll bring the rubber band down the bottom way.
Which I've already done.
What did you use to put the tacky glue on with?
You notice my upholstery pin,
Okay.
but you can also use a toothpick. You can use a glue applicator with a tiny nozzle on it. So whatever works for you. I just happen to have these, and I'm kind of weird where toothpicks, you have to throw them away all the time. And this, you just scrape it off. But I do have a toothpick right here. So I can use both. So I just wanted to let you know the philosophy behind the hat, the Ada cloth hat. Is there any, do you have any questions about how that happens? Once you get it glued and it's dry, then you can trim all this extra material out. So it's two pieces, your brim and about a 4-inch square of cloth. So I'll take the brim off. So here's my 4-inch square of cloth draped over the knob head.
I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I see you, but I
Don't
don't.
look at me. Don't
got the wrong-
find the
got
pink
two.
screen.
Oh, okay. I
He's got a
can't-
demo screen.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
2 people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my
Sorry about
no
that.
problem.
Okay, so we have the 4-inch cloth draped over,
Uh-huh.
and then I use the pattern and I use the donut shape. Well, they're both donut shapes, but the large brim to cut out the brim.
Uh-huh.
And on the dotted line on the pattern, I cut that slit and then trim just a tiny bit, like no more than a 1/16 of an inch around this hole. And the reason it's that way is because you can do it without cutting on the dotted line and just leave it as a whole donut.
Uh-huh.
And so that makes a flatter brim,
Mm-hmm.
or you can contour it by gluing, you can bring it in a little bit. So
Mhm.
see how you can change it, and you can make it really contoured. So you can try different things. And just so you guys know, Julie showed me a picture of her preparation for this meeting. You know how she's made like a half a dozen or a dozen chairs? Well, she's already got half a dozen hats.
I do.
Very-
My husband and I made this neat
Oh,
thing
neat.
at all different lengths. So I have 6 of them, and I have different shapes, like the rounded and the tapered and the very rough
nice.
up here.
Good
Just out of
idea.
wood. We had a
Nice.
lot of fun, and I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier to decorate them too when they're on a stand.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
Okay. Now
Now,
also on your pattern for the Ada cloth hat or the Ada cloth or felt, you can use the small brim, and that's what gave me this hat. Can you I'll clear off my surface here? And this is just a little bowler hat. being black, probably kind of hard to see. Stay on this fork. There we go. Get out my tweezers.
When you're ready to put your hat brim or your.
So I'm wondering, it seems like my lump is too big maybe, but I used
It just gives a different look.
I used the 3/4 inch size mold.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
waiting?
what I use. I think it's just a matter of not seeing it in real life, but mine are all 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to change gears and I'm going to talk a little bit about the felt flat brim hat.
Mhm.
And I just kind of came upon this evening, but you probably have a rubber band around the brim. And then I realized that if I want to be able to put a hat band on there, I want to keep the hat in shape, but I don't want to have the bulky rubber band. And I thought,
Mhm.
I'm going to try some floral wire. And so I just did like a twist tie on there.
Mm.
And so it's just one thin little piece. And now I can glue my hat band on and then just pull the wire away. So that's something to think about.
Mhm.
So the flat brim hat, as you work it, the brim isn't so flat anymore. But once it's all done, you can iron it again. And so this Billy Jack hat is pretty flat.
Mhm. Okay.
My lamp is working against me. So any questions about that so far?
Yeah, I'm still, can it be done with something like this? Because I got the fabric, I mean, I really worked to get it flat.
It looks perfect.
So do I,
It's
can I just
wonderful.
yeah, can I just not cut out the top and just make it with the brim is in one piece?
Oh, well, that one, the one piece hat, your next thing, whoops, is this.
Uh-huh.
And so I use my circle template, but you can also use any circle shape.
Right, I got a
Glass.
number of
Glass.
shapes like pill bottles
Yeah.
and things, so I
Yeah,
could put
that
it and
works.
not wash the brim.
Yep. And so then what you do, pretend that the Billy Jack hat is, yeah, I think I used that one, isn't cut out yet. And you put your template over it. And this
Mhm.
being black, I had to draw it with a white marker.
Mm-hmm.
But you draw the circle, leaving your crown right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take your template away and cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And then it'll be perfect. And Julie, you could start on that green hat because that one is absolutely perfect.
Most of them are, I have to say, I spent a lot of time on this project.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
most of
pressing them is a little challenging,
Most of them are
but
really nice
actually
and
the more you
flat.
iron it, yeah, that looks great.
I have to show everyone, I'm so pleased I got a little miniature iron and a little miniature iron board, so I can do this right at my table.
That's what I did too.
have that
I think
too.
I have that
I
same
have
one.
another kind. I'm gonna be on this
Oh
one.
my,
So the cricket
That's
iron is
Here,
pretty
yeah.
little.
yes. It's
But
so
what-
good. It's good iron.
What is
too.
not as good about this one is that it comes straight down instead of having a point to get into small
Oh, yes.
spaces.
Yes. The steam that this produces is amazing. So I'm so glad because I haven't had anything to use it on yet till you got this project.
Yeah, well, as you get these supplies, you don't use them every day, but when you need it, you need it.
Here's another model that you might consider if you're looking for a
Yeah, that
small
looks
iron.
good
This
too.
one's
That
really
gets some
great.
small
It
pieces.
has steam and it's real comfortable to use. Although I don't use steam, so. But if you do, it has it.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to get some floral wire out and start with that. Wouldn't you know, though, I could not find my giant box that has all my ribbon in it. So I don't have any ribbon to put around the hat today.
Oh, but you were somewhere there was ribbon, little tiny stuff.
Yeah, no
today.
excuses.
I did get this gold.
I'm redecorating here.
How do you
Trying
make?
to put the light on the other side.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Karen.
Oh, Karen. We have two Karens today.
I was confused for a minute.
Yeah, you're sitting there the whole evening and people
Yeah.
say hi. So another thing that I experimented with, look on my pink screen, is this little hat. And I wanted to make it kind of like a Tyrolean hat. And it didn't contour as much as I wanted it to, but what I tried, and it was kind of interesting, I diluted some Mod Podge and found out that you don't need much Mod Podge because it'll get real stiff if you do. And then I kind of painted it on or dabbed it on, and then you can put sharper creases in it. I keep on getting my hands in the way, but so you can, I pinched the front of it. Just so you guys know, it's really hard to do this camera thing.
Well,
It feels like it's
appreciate it.
upside down and
It's
backward.
helpful though.
Oh, good. And then for this Tyrolean hat, I used crochet cotton and a little piece of a feather. And this one was also the one piece felt hat. So you can see how it just transitions. If this other one was not black, well, I'll try one of my, okay, this little hat was done with the ball and the separate brim. And underneath, you can see the seam. And you can see basically what you do is you cut the bulk of the fabric off and then you trim up close. You could even use fingernail scissors to cut up close. You don't have to, but.
Any tips for how you got the edging on it?
Perseverance and a lot of time. No, it's just crochet cotton glued right to the edge. So I put my tacky glue on the edge a little bit and then put the crochet cotton on there and then turned it and did it again. I made this one early in my time with the club. And I didn't have a whole lot of stash, certainly not as much as I have in my dining room right now. So I just kind of used what I had on hand. This is the one with the contoured brim. And so I put a little bow in the back, and this is just some 1/8 inch grosgrain ribbon. And again, it has the seam on the bottom and the seam for the contour.
Mhm.
And then like this cowboy hat has no seam.
I love your cowboy hat.
Mhm.
I think it needs a little bit fancier hat band. In fact,
Something braided
I
or
was
something
thinking
that
about
looks
that.
like snake skin.
Well, I have this piece from when we did rugs, and it's not quite the right color, but it is a little better. I think maybe I'll put that on tonight. What do you think?
I like it.
Mhm.
Okay. And then this
How do you
one,
make those? I'm sorry.
yes.
How do you make those special little bow? I know it's not. You know those little special little bow, like the one you made over there, the little one, the little brown one, little flat
The little
bow.
brown. Oh,
Yes, that
on
one, the
this
little
hat?
one.
This one,
Yes.
I just made whoops, I knew I would hit that. I made a tiny loop of ribbon, and
Mhm.
that was the bow part. And then I wrapped it around on, let me find my pointer here. So it's one tiny loop of ribbon and then another piece of ribbon wrapped around it. And then it's just glued on to the hat band. Can you see it?
Nice. Thank you. Yes. Nice.
And then there's this bow, I just kind of winged it. But I wanted to show you guys something else. Hold on.
And cut it off because it's easier to work with when you have just.
Yeah. Now, being in the club has its advantages because I learned how to make this bow
Oh,
from Joyce. Can you see that?
mhm.
And this one was made on a fork.
Oh, show
Oh,
us.
I remember that one.
Yep.
I don't.
Well, Kathy, you need to come more often.
I'm
Yeah, I
hoping
can't
now.
put that back on, but you take a fork and this is like a 12-year-old boy tying his tie, learning to tie a tie. For the tiny, tiny bow, or maybe I'll make a bigger one first. You wrap the ribbon around
Mhm.
and it crosses the side. And then you cross over and poke the left end through the center of the tines. And then magic happens. You pull the one you poked through, you wrap it up
I can see that.
and then trying to get light on the subject,
The first one and tie it.
and then tie it. And then I'll show you what it looks like. It's a perfect little bow.
Oh my goodness.
And I like to use just the two centers.
There it is.
Really tiny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
And you can do this with about a 6-inch piece of ribbon. So put it on the two centers. And you can actually stretch the loops out a little bit, but that's about the size. So,
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And if you forget how to do this, fork bow is, you can find it by Google.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So everybody good to go?
Now with a bowler hat, that
Mhm.
didn't have any kind of a rim, did it? A band, or does it?
It does. I'm gonna put it right there and make you seasick. Let's see.
I'm trying to make, I have the whole group and I can't make you zoom to be the whole screen on my iPad. I don't know how to do that.
Double click
Go
on her
someplace.
Double click on a picture?
Yeah, on whatever
tap-
picture you want to
Or
pin.
tap the pin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, double
Perfect,
tap it.
thank you. Oh, that's so much better. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
so
know
you
that
can-
either.
You
Oh,
can see
cool.
how it looks.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I took my cowboy hat and used my handy dandy clips and made it with the brim up. I don't know if you can see it because it's so
I
difficult.
can see it. So you just
Looks good.
clipped it while it was wet?
Yeah, I put glue on either side and clipped it until it was dry.
Oh, great. I might do that with mine, but first I need to put the hat band on it.
Yeah. Well, I thought about putting a buckle on the side and then I decided, nah, that's a little too fancy.
Okay, I changed my camera angle here so that I'd have light.
Would this go this way?
It could, it could, it can go either way. I think that would,
It's the smoothest.
is the smoothest.
Yeah, it's a,
And what you need to do is put just a little glue on. Let's make it start back here where the seam is. So you don't have a match in the middle.
Yeah.
But put it on with just put a little glue on the edge and take one of my clips
oh, yeah.
and hold it. And then you do a little bit at a time.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There you go. And here's your, I would use a toothpick so that you get just little amounts of glue. That'll be pretty.
I hope so.
Yeah. There we go. That's better. There he is.
Would you do the underside by any?
If it were a finer ribbon, I would put it right on the edge. If it were, hand me the bunker. Let me see. It's not bunker. But if it were something that was flat like this, you could put it right at the edge. Or that's really too thick for right at the edge. It would need to be something like the embroidery floss, I think. This, I think I would put on top. Don't you? Because it's this,
With this, like this,
the other way, I think,
yeah, this or
Yeah.
this.
like that. I think I would do it so that the edge comes right to the
I
edge,
see.
like that. I think that's what I would do with this.
Uh-huh.
I am going to.
I dug around in my stash and I found some silver and gold. This is shiny cord or silky cord. I think this will make it okay for
I
the
think
men's
that'll
hat.
look good. And if you run out, I have a little more.
Boy, howdy.
It's amazing that the flock of people we had today, including Chris, our guy, and I still brought in tons of stuff back in the house.
You have to do it just a little at a time.
Well, I had a great time getting all those egg stands for my decorative eggs to be displayed on.
And I am so pleased that you took some of those with you because those are heavy.
I took 2 of them for marbles.
Well, I appreciate that.
Hey, are any of those eggs the size of little doll heads that could wear hats?
Yes. Between quail heads or quail eggs and I don't know, they're a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller. I just lost my piece that oh no, I didn't.
Okay, this is the felting fiber, and this is the
Mhm.
felted hat.
That's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
You are such an overachiever.
Well, it's just, it's not thin enough though. I want it thinner.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get this any thinner than that.
Yeah.
Is that
Because-
needle felting?
Yes. Yeah,
Have you tried steam pressing that?
before I shape it, that would probably do it.
That will get it thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
felting.
I'll do
too.
that on the next one.
Mhm.
Do you, when you do you use soap to get it
Yeah.
felted a little bit more?
Uh-huh.
Because
Or
I
something
needle
like that.
felted it flat
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
I soaked it in soap.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Good job.
I needle felt too. Maybe we need a second club.
Or we had a needle felt meeting once and we
Oh,
made our
really?
little animals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we made the little, I still have my little dog here.
I'll show you the stuff I needle felted. Some of
Here's
it.
the little dog from our class.
Oh, how cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
It's so tiny.
He's sleeping. Shh.
I have one too, but I don't know where it is right now. So when we get far enough along, I want to take a picture of my screen. Or actually, let me see if I can.
My gnome.
Oh my, what?
Oh.
Oh,
cute.
nice.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I do the big bearded. This is a bottle topper.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So fun. I love them.
Need another clip.
I'm really not a needle felter. We only did it once.
You mean we're not experts after that?
No, darn it.
How did you do that? Oh, just like that.
Here's my needle felted possum.
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
That is so
And
cute.
then I love the hedgehog.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
oh.
I made a bunch of hedgehogs and gave them to people.
Adorable.
Needle felting is a lot of fun. Fibers are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Since I do spinning and weaving, I've got so many whole fleeces. I've got about 19 or 18 or 19 fleeces.
Oh,
Here.
wow.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Something has to be done to my workroom here.
Could you hold the possum up again, please?
Yeah, here he is. He's got the little feet.
Oh,
And then,
Cute.
oh,
then here's the babies hanging on.
Oh,
That's really cute.
That's adorable.
thank you.
But now I need one of those little steam irons.
Just reach through your screen and borrow one.
Right.
You know, that's the good thing about the live meetings. We can do that.
I know, I can't wait.
Oh,
Okay, I like that. That finally worked. If you need it, I got one more.
Yeah, thank you. I do. Right now.
Mhm.
I did the shaped hat, the two-piece hat with the top and the brim, the
Mhm.
molded top. But
Yeah.
I used silk
Woo!
and then not just a layer of silk, but I did silk and then cotton lace, like a French cotton, like has to be all cotton. So it's a double layer. Okay.
Oh.
And then I don't know.
Oh,
where
let
to
me
hold
pin
this.
this.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Cute.
And then the back side is silk ribbon,
oh,
oh,
look.
cute.
Oh,
Oh, it's lovely.
but it's the same principle, of the molded top,
Mhm.
with the rubber band and the brim. And then there's actually a piece of lace or a different color of lace along the brim. I don't know if you can tell that. It's like
Yeah.
more
Oh,
of an
yes.
ecru.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just decorating it tonight. I'm putting some roses in the front, just big roses.
Mhm.
that'll be awesome on one of your dolls.
Yeah, kind of
That's
an Edwardian.
beautiful.
Kind of
She's
Gibson.
going to the horse races.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or an Easter hat.
Yeah, she's going to the Kentucky Derby. Okay, I think
Needs a little bit bigger brim for that.
my cowboy hat is a little flashier. So,
BJ, do you
what?
think you can accomplish this in 1/4 inch? And you're muted.
Oh,
I thought about 1/2 inch. I found some, I don't know if I brought them down. I found some
That looks great, Cheryl.
molds that I think would work for 1/2 inch. Let me see if I can find them.
Now, I am not brave enough to try.
Oh, come on, BJ.
Sorry. But I make hats out of the straw.
Oh, okay.
want to see.
Where I got these, but whoops.
Do you know where it went?
BJ, can you show us one of
Look at
your
that
straw
stuff.
hats?
I knew you were
That
going to
would
say
be-
that. Just hold on.
1/2 inch. Does that look
Go on,
right?
BJ.
Who's, oh, I can't see her.
She very
can't
rarely
either.
has her camera on.
Oh, then she can't.
Once in a while, we convince
I
her.
will, just hold on. Hold your
I know.
So this guy I think is done.
Very nice. So you use the same brim, I mean, the same hat band that I
used
did?
Very thin gold hat band on this because it's kind of
Oh,
rusty.
okay.
I'm saving the pretty jeweled one that you gave me. I'm going to do a black one, and that's going to have.
Oh, that one's not black.
No, this is dark brown.
Oh, okay.
That's nice, Joanne.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
looks
the
really
size
good.
scheme.
Wanted to tell you guys about something I've been using. It's called a friction pen, Frixion, and it comes in either like a ballpoint or a felt tip pen. You can get them in different colors, but that's not the cool part. The cool part is that if you apply heat like an iron or a hair dryer, whatever you've drawn on there will disappear.
Ah,
So when I was making my hat, I could draw the circle onto the felt, and then when I ironed the felt, the line went away. So just a good little trick, and you can get it at quilting stores. You can get them online and whatever. They're not expensive, but so far they've been really good. I've got both the felt tip and the ballpoint, and of course the felt tip was working better for this, but they both work really nicely.
Diane, what's the name of that again?
It's Friction, Frixion. It's made by Pilot, Pilot pens, right? Yeah. So if you're doing stuff where you wish you could make a mark on a piece of fabric or something and then have it go away, you should try it. Now I haven't used it. I've used it on paper and I've used it on fabric, and it works equally well on those. I haven't tried it on plastic or wood or anything like that, but.
How often do you iron plastic and wood?
Well, I don't know, but you could put a hair dryer on it to get, I mean, the heat is what makes it disappear.
Okay.
I just saw it and I wondered if it would work.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheryl, how did you make here's my little, this is going to be a bowler hat. I cut the rim too big. How do you get the rim to go up? Because I need to.
You can dampen it.
Have paper towel.
Dampen it and.
I
And
sprayed
then
mine with hairspray and then curled it up.
Yeah, and then I don't see myself anymore because I pinned Julie. Remove pin. Why does this say recording?
I'm recording.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what I do is I dampen it, and then using the hairspray or the spray starch, you just keep on
trying.
Yeah, I just use my finger. There's a delay, so that's why I seem so spastic. It's really hard. We should have everybody try this because it's not fun. But anyway, you just keep on
doing it. Okay.
Yep.
On a separate note, has anyone heard of a mold making material of some sort that you use a UV light to cure it in about 30 seconds?
I have been seeing that more and more lately, but don't know much about it at all.
I have a really good UV light that you put your fingernails underneath.
Right.
It goes
Yeah,
up.
I guess that's where it started.
Yeah.
A gal is going to come on our Tuesday Escape from Quarantine tomorrow evening and tell us about it and all. And she has used it. And
So
hopefully
then
some
you can
things.
tell us.
Okay, I have a question. Those of you
Yes.
that do the fiber, the needle felting, I
Mhm.
have made a flat piece and I've got it all soapy. Do I rinse the soap out before I steam it?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you
Yeah, that-
agitate it with something like,
Well,
okay. Yeah.
it's so thin. If I put it in something, it would ruin it. But I'm trying to massage it and get it.
Yeah. Keep rinsing it and keep twisting it and going between your hands and rinsing it. And
Because I want to try to get one that's very thin, but still the wool.
yeah.
Oops. Where do you want it to come off?
And also on Thursday evening is our MCC first Thursday meeting and how to, and it will be on water features. And Lucy has a presentation to show, and then anyone who has some water features that they would like to show and tell how they made it and the materials and everything is welcome to attend. If you're not on MCC, send me your email and I'll send you the link.
Well, I saw a little pirate casket or cask that had water features in it.
What's MCC again? I forgot.
And it's your cyber club. It's an online name club. But you don't have to be a name member to join it. We have guests for a year.
Do bowler hats even have a band?
Usually.
Yes. Yeah, they usually have a satin ribbon, very
Perfect.
reserved.
Yep.
Perfect.
Marcia, I'm sorry. Wherever they are, I don't know where they are. The box that they were in from the fair, I demoed them at our fair a year and a half ago.
Oh.
And I've separated everything. The only thing that's in that box now is a stand that holds 4 hats. I don't know where they are.
Oh, darn.
Oh, well.
And I did a what do you call it? A market stall of sorts that was hats. Yeah, I called it chapeau, but and I have about 50 hats on it, but they're in storage.
Yeah.
So.
And they're all 1/4 inch, right?
Oh heck no.
Oh.
They're 1 inch scale.
Oh my gosh, PJ.
You think I'm crazy? I don't do one. quarter inch. Yeah. There's just some things I don't do in 1/4 inch.
She even does 1 1/44.
I even do 1 288.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that is crazy.
Yes.
But you know, 144. That's your dollhouse for a dollhouse.
Right.
For a 1 inch dollhouse.
Oh.
And the one
That was the one I tried and decided that was too small for me.
the one 288. That's a dollhouse for a 1/2 inch scale.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you get down to a dollhouse for a 1/4 scale dollhouse,
big roses,
we're getting just
little roses.
totally ridiculous.
That's just a block of wood.
Yeah.
Now, there are cutters who do cut kits for houses that small.
Wow.
Yeah, Liz up in Canada does some that are 1/400.
Oh my gosh.
And I have some of those. But they're cute. You make those up and then put them on the mantle of a 1-inch scale fireplace, and it's absolutely adorable for a Christmas decoration.
Uh-huh.
No.
I just like all scales. Just anything tiny. But I will try to find, and sometime when you're having a meeting, I'll come on and show them to you.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I don't know where they've gone. I don't remember putting them in my supplies box, and it's unattainable right now. So sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
I wanted him.
That's okay.
It's small. I want a punch.
Oh, got it.
That's what I want.
Okay. Find the one that works.
I want to thank everybody.
Tiny, and this one's the largest.
Really learned a lot tonight, but I have to leave and determined
I'm
to
so
be
glad
back
you
next
joined us,
month.
Candy. And we've had a very good turnout, 14 people, since Cheryl has 2 screens.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kathy.
Subscriber.
Okay, that did turn out thinner.
It's a thing.
So
Oh, good.
it's a nice little piece. And then when it dries, I'll steam it. And
Yeah.
see if I can get it to be flatter.
Well, you can steam it dry.
Oh, yeah.
Just iron it while it's wet.
I don't have one of those handy little dryers right here. I do have this, but this is a heat gun. It's not going to flatten
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that'll dry it, but won't. Oops,
Yeah.
that's my scissors.
But I do like that thickness if
Good.
it's flat.
Mhm.
It is.
And if it's not flat, I'm going to hairspray it and iron it or starch it and iron it.
Yeah, I think I will.
Let me go find a marker.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Unless there's a pink star, but that's not what you want. Marker.
Well, I'm glad I came. I got to see that bow made on a fork.
Yeah. Now that you can do in quarter inch.
No.
Well, I wish I could have figured out how to do that. Oh, I don't know. Our last swap that we did before this, and the holiday swaps, I was putting bows on quarter scale wreaths. And I tied them all by hand.
Oh my gosh.
It's really hard when you're using number 80 crochet thread. That gets a little funny. I also needle felt.
Oh,
I don't do the wet felting.
Okay, well, when you needle felt, when I was taking the fibers and making a flat thing, I'm using this foam rubber. Is there something, can you do it on like hard styrofoam to where it doesn't pull the fibers down into it?
You could
I don't
try it.
know.
Because
It's going to pull the fibers down in because you're pushing them through with the needle. I work on a it's made for needle felting, and it's like a brush that you turn it upside down so the bristles are up and your piece lays on the brush.
So it doesn't get caught down in it?
Well, you pull it all loose every once in a while and turn it over and work from the other side. And you just keep doing that. And you learn not to push so hard.
Because when I did the black one, a lot stayed.
You know, I can't access any of my needle felting stuff except for one thing. I know where it is, and I'm going to holler at my daughter. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I use a burlap bag full of rice.
Oh.
If you have any burlap sitting around, you could make a small ball just to do what you're working on, you know.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, just the rice catches the needle and doesn't stick to the burlap. It's
all right.
So when you pull it up, it doesn't have a lot of fiber down underneath it? Oh, okay, that would be better than this, because when I pull it up, I've got lots of hair on the bottom. So I don't know what I did with it. I don't, you can't really see, but it's very furry on the top. It's not, you know, I want it thin. I want a thin sheet.
Yeah.
So I'm not really making it into an animal or anything. But the soap thing helped. And I suppose if I put it in really hot water would help too, because then it would shrink it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll soap it up and then rinse it in boiling water. That might
help
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just watch your hands.
Yeah.
I have those asbestos fingers.
Well, yeah, I imagine you do, working with glass all the time.
Well, if we do this, you know, I've got plenty of wool on the hoof. Black or white?
So that adds yet another step to Nancy's work.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see if I
Come
can
out
get
and
it.
shear your own.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. No, they're usually sheared in April.
Well,
How many heads do you have, Marcia?
Oh, I'm about 20 ewes, and we got 14 lambs so far.
Oh,
Oh,
wow, that's pretty good.
That's
Okay,
a lot.
this is Susie.
Oh, okay, BJ.
Susie there.
Cute.
Cute.
She's fully jointed.
Wonderful.
And felted.
Wow.
She's all needle felted, including her sweater. Now her sweater was done flat.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then,
Nice.
okay, at one time I was a red hat queen, okay?
Oh.
And my stepmother, years ago, we were involved in a lot of community service clubs. And she always said, someday I'd like to be in a club where we do nothing, just sit up, put our feet up and do nothing. I said, oh, that's good. She passed away before I became a queen. And so her name was Sue. And so this was our mascot of our
Oh, cute.
Cute.
She even has a purse and she's all ready to go shopping. She's got a dime in her purse.
Oh.
Got money.
mad money.
And money to spend. And her head wiggles. And yeah, she's fully jointed. But this is Susie girl. So
Cute.
but just like miniatures, you know, when I get into a craft, I want to do all areas of the craft. But I never got around to doing the wet felting.
There's my little ladybug bead.
Oh, that's so
isn't that
cute.
beautiful.
Oh.
Where's that? Where's it at?
Oh,
Tiny.
Oh, show it again, Nancy. And
okay.
Yeah, the problem is you have to hold things up for a while because when we click on you, then it takes a couple of seconds for it to load.
yeah.
Ah.
Cute.
Well, I do them
Really cute.
double-sided, so they have faces on both sides, so that if they're made into earrings, they, no matter how they spin around, they're
Super.
cute.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's glass.
Oops.
So do we have enough where I could take a picture of our screen? Oh, we're missing somebody though. Oh, there's Nancy.
Hi.
So I'm going to capture my screen.
Purple.
Hang on.
That's
Let me put my little hats up.
Going to-
You want us to hold up our hats?
Yeah.
So Lucille, you need to hold it up. And I would use the tweezers.
I am. I'm
Yes.
learning.
Right in the camera. Up here. A little higher.
Okay.
Higher, higher. There we go.
I love your crowd. Nancy, that's cute.
Wonderful.
Oh, Linda, it's so cute.
I should have painted a little face on that one.
1, 2, 3.
Up here.
Okay. Oh, wow, Peggy, that's beautiful.
That is
Oh,
cute.
wow.
Oh, nice.
That's lovely.
Yeah, keep holding it, Peggy. I want to pin you.
I-
Let me see it again.
Well, I'm not
Hey.
seeing everybody in this at the same time, so I have to find where Peggy is.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
really
Wow.
I
That
never
is-
thought about putting the flowers all the way around, but that's really cute.
Gorgeous. Beautiful job.
I'm still putting flowers.
Okay, and I broke a little pair of scissors. What do you use them for now?
Paperweight.
Because I know none of you would throw them away.
Put a seed packet on it and poke it in your garden.
Ah.
So you know what's growing there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go so I can go in the other room and steam this and see if that helps. So thank you, guys.